Marty Sibosado, and I'll just declare that I am part of KLC's task force in that, but only to do with education and training. I'm not involved in this whole process. But just with the discussion going on, I'd just say to people is that nothing's determined yet. I guess what is causing the angst, which you will no doubt, previous government, there was an agreement around informed decision making. What does that mean? It doesn't mean a veto. It means that people have all the facts before them before they make a decision. Now what's causing the angst, I guess, is that yes, governments change and these things happen fairly, it's only a couple of months if that. And there's no agreement around, at least under the former agreement, there was these things of informed decision making. Yeah, KLC didn't, no way of criticism, didn't get it right, had a big job to do across the Kimberley, the number of groups and the size, so I can say that. So no one's perfect, they didn't get it right, because some things happening more so to do with this area, I believe, is that the structure of the task force, and if you understand KLC's strategic or how it's set up, what is it set up to do? It's set up to represent traditional owners. That's what it's legally set up as a statutory rep body. So in that process, and given the time frame involved, I guess what I'm saying is why there hasn't been all that consent is because it's worked solely to the task force with traditional owners. Now we all know the history, and I don't want to start arguing about it, the history of these regions, missionaries, stolen people, people settling, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, the other thing that's missing out of that process is the heritage, or as I put it, the law and culture. Now, that's created all sorts of divisions. I've not heard that discussion going on, and yes, TOs do have a say. But at the end of the day, we all one mob in terms of law and culture, if that's what's important to us. If it's not, that's your business. It is important to me. That part hasn't been played out yet in terms of bosses coming together to talk about that heritage, the song cycles. To some people it's not important. I've had these discussions privately. But I would like to think as Peninsula people, as traditional owners or people who live here, that we don't forget all. We've lived together for well over 100 years, our people, since settlement. And I wouldn't like to see something like this development drive a wedge between good neighbours and the way we